Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao and his son K.T. Rama Rao has been campaigning for elections, the forthcoming elections. Everywhere they are saying, we are going for elections. We have advanced, elections in Telangana because several people are going to courts. And all along, if you look at, the narrative, political discourse of Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao and his ministers has been, several people are going to courts. They are filing several cases in the courts. Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao should understand, and his son should understand, others in the party should understand, when we do not have a proper mechanism of getting justice, we go to court. It is the rights of the people to go to any court, High Court or Supreme Court. Whether it is on Kaleshwaram, whether it is any kind of a scheme which you have been bringing about. Several cases are relating to Kaleshwaram. Why are we going to courts? Who asked you to redesign a project? On what basis you redesigned the project? Is it on the basis of any kind of expert suggestion? On the basis of your whims and fancies, you have been redesigning projects. That's why the people of this state are going to courts. It is our basic right. It is our fundamental right to go to any High Court or Supreme Court. You don't go about questioning it. In fact, it amounts to contempt of court if you keep saying next time that people of Telangana are going to court, several political parties are going to court. The court will have to question you, Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao, for saying this. It's our right. And what about land acquisition, which you have been doing? On what basis you're acquiring land? Are people getting any kind of a benefit after that land acquisition? Do you know that there is a land acquisition law? A central law was passed, and you bring about a state land acquisition bill. On what basis you brought about? Don't you have the right to go to court? The law of the land says, if you are taking land, a Gram Sabha should be held. People of that particular region should agree to surrender the land. If they are not agreeing for surrendering the land, then, if you are not giving proper compensation, where do we go? Whom do we approach? If we don't get compensation, we go to the court. And the courts have been agreeing, accepting our petition. If the courts are accepting our petition, who are you to question? Why are you questioning? All the illegal things, which you are doing, unconstitutional things you are doing, and the kind of schemes and policies, which you are implementing, if the policies are not acceptable to the people, if they are not getting the kind of a benefit, they should be getting it. Several cases, were filed relating to the irrigation projects. Why did we file those cases relating to irrigation projects? We went about, redesigning those projects. There is no transparency in those projects. You have not got clearances from the central government, environmental clearance, other kinds of clearances, which are required, and you blatantly have been redesigning those projects, without giving any kind of an explanation. That's why we are going to court. Another reason many of them have been going to court because of your irrigation projects. You are taking land of the people. It's a it is the farmer's land, and you have to pay compensation without any kind of a reason, any kind of a rhyme. You are acquiring acres and acres of lands. What for? What kind of irrigation projects you are trying to talk about? And the people have a right to question. We have a right to question. I have a right to question. We are living in democracy, Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao, if you do not know. There is a rule of law in this country. There is a constitution in this country. There are laws in this country. If you are violating those laws, we will go to the court. We will appeal in the High Court and the Supreme Court. So next time, do not say people of this region are going to court. Anyway, we know that you are not going to be coming to power after these elections are held. Whatever cases are there, we will pursue those cases. We will pursue all your irregularities. We will pursue all the illegalities you have been committing. We have a right. It is our basic right to fight. Any person, any chief minister, whether you or anyone, is violating any kind of whether it is an MLA. You should know, Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao, chief ministers, MLAs are parliament members, are public servants. People are masters according to the constitution, according to the Indian constitution. Or MLAs, chief ministers, IAS officer, anyone is a public servant, and people are masters, and people have a right to question that, and that is what we are questioning. How are you questioning? By going to the High Court and the Supreme Court. We will continue to fight for the rights of the people. That is our Telangana Jana Samithi is all about, to educate, enlighten people. And we are getting several petitions to our office. Every day we get several petitions to our office, and we have been taking them. And we will continue to be in the favor of the people, of 4 crore people of Telangana. That's our mandate. That's our agenda.
మన అధికారిక అకౌంట్ తెలంగాణ జనసమితి పార్టీ. దానికి అందరూ కూడా సబ్స్క్రైబర్స్గా కావాలి. దాన్ని ఆదరించాలని కోరుతున్నా.